starting lineup brought to you by Swiss Chalet. Taste it once, love it forever. Swiss Chalet, we love and respect what you do for us.
Yes, we do.
Carolina Hurricanes took a 3-0 lead over the Islanders, 5-2 win last night. Curtis McElhinney didn't come up short yesterday, won his first ever playoff start in relief of Peter Mrazek. And of course, Justin Williams will never leave hockey.
No.
Carolina is now.
Why would he?
Why would you?
Yeah.
You sent from above. Carolina is now one game away from the Eastern Conference Final. Are they actually good, or is this just the thing that's happening, Tim?
That's an amazing question. It is amazing to think that the Carolina Hurricanes, who have suffered among the bigger droughts in NHL hockey history when it comes to the postseason, are now one game away from the conference finals. They are up 3-0 on the Islanders, while you, me, Vinny, James, all of Canada looks at the teams that they love, knowing they have been nowhere close, save for Winnipeg.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Like Winnipeg last year. Like, would it, dare I say, does it frustrate the bleep out of them that this team, that up until a bunch of claps and some duck, duck, goose, their fan base didn't give a bleep whether they won or lost,
Right.
are now one game away from the Eastern Conference Final? Does it make you mad at your GM or all the money that you're spending if the owner of this team said we should trade all of our defensemen and just get guys who can score goals?
It should.
And they're one game away.
One game away. Well, first
Eastern
off,
Conference Final.
the first Canadian team that should be puking in their mouth is Calgary. Because they took Carolina North in their mind, and it didn't quite work out as well. Got first overall in the West. Congratulations. Put that magnet up on your fridge at home and enjoy it.
It's been a while for
Now
the
you're
Leafs.
out. It's been a while for no, but I'm talking in terms of Canadian.
For the Oilers.
So if you're ranking Canadian teams in terms of how mad Carolina makes you, Calgary's number one. Calgary has to be number one. It's supposed to go the other way. Calgary was supposed to feast off the Carolina goodness and go on deep into the postseason. This was not supposed to happen this way.
You don't think the Leafs fans are just as upset? Last time they were there.
Leaf fans are upset for a lot of reasons. You know, I was covering that series. I know full well what happened there. Paul Maurice and those guys had a pretty good team. Look, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if it's good for hockey or it's bad for hockey. But this isn't just some one and done, you had a great regular season and by fluke you're out. These are 7-game series that are being lost handily, McAuliffe. Yeah. This Islanders team was the best defensive team in hockey. Tampa did what they did. We've been around the block on that a lot.
Lost their mojo.
Lost their mojo. Why is this happening? I don't have a real good answer for it other than Carolina was playing playoff hockey for the last month and a half, trying to get a wild card, while other teams were jockeying. Yeah. Is that the difference? God, I hope not. Because this is good for a couple of years, but as a hockey fan, I don't think this is that interesting.
I want to see the best players on the ice.
I want the regular season to mean something.
That too.
And right now, I'm having a hard time being convinced what the regular season of the NHL actually means when Pittsburgh's out in 4, Tampa's out in 4, top in the West is gone in 5, and Carolina, who are just laced with injuries, can walk through the best defensive team in hockey in Long Island. I don't understand any of it. Quite frankly, it makes me uncomfortable. And I want the regular season to have some meat on it. And right now in the NHL, look, I'm happy. Listen, there's guys on the Carolina team I genuinely love. Rob Brindamore is a hockey guy. Justin Williams is a hockey guy. I'm a fan of a lot of those dudes. But this is weird. This is strange, and I don't know how to read it from a regular season standpoint. If you're telling me the regular season means nothing, okay, but that's not what I'm being fed from the league and a lot of smart hockey people around me, so I'm a little confused as to what's going on right now.
I know you're not a big fighter, but you can get pissed off with the best of them. What would piss you off more? If you're a goaltender and a team scores a goal on you, a guy on that team taps you in the head after the goal was scored on you, and a rather important goal, or if you're a goaltender, you go behind the net, a guy swings his stick at you and hits you square in the back, and then you fall as if you've been shot. Which one more annoying to Sid Sixero, who again gets pissed off at the best of them?
Okay, well, I am not going to put Ben Bishop in the Essa Lindell category because I do think there was some speed with that stick. I don't think that was a gentle love tap, so to speak.
It was an embellishment.
Embellishment-ish, but I do believe there was meat on that bone. So I'm not going to get too up into Ben Bishop's character.
By the way, just for clarification, that was not penalized.
Why would it be?
No penalty.
It's a playoffs because it's the Cup.
You know why it wasn't.
Well,
you know why
I know why it wasn't.
Essa Lindell is why that wasn't penalized.
Don't touch my head.
Oh, we were.
You were there the day someone pulled my hair at work. In fact, it was Tim McAuliffe that did it. And I turned to Tim and I said, "You better buy me dinner first before you do that." I was not happy.
That's not what happened.
I am Adrian Beltre. Do not touch my head. Do not rub it. Do not grab it.
Wait a second.
Do not give me a gentle tap.
Hold on.
Don't touch my head.
I can
Don't
call BS on this. Dagan Pasquale, VP of Technical Ops.
He had my permission.
Once ran his hands.
He had my permission.
Dagan, did you not run your hands through the hair of Sid Sixero?
Yes.
On this show, live in front of Canada?
He had my permission. Brock Nelson wasn't given any permission to do anything to anyone's tent last night in Carolina.
Fine.
New rule: don't touch people's heads. People's heads are off limits. Unless permission is granted or between two consenting adults, don't touch my head. Don't do it. So yes, I was angry at that.
Before we get into trouble, I will move on. And
Sorry, we haven't gotten in trouble yet. We haven't gotten into trouble yet on this show. Just so I'm clear.
We're walking down the road towards more trouble when you say don't touch your head.
I'm saying don't touch my head.
Okay. Meanwhile, Bruce Arthur, after the game, tweeted.
The Carolina game.
After the Carolina game. Sorry, we went on to the other stuff.
Well, whatever. I know what you're saying.
Do the storm surge, Carolina. Do it.
Wow.
Do you agree that if maybe they win a Game 4 and head to an Eastern Conference final, that they should do the storm surge?
Should stay as far away from the storm surge as humanly possible.
Okay. Because you don't like it?
I was indifferent. Is it? Am I allowed to say I was indifferent to it?
Yeah, that's
I wasn't as
what I
mad
said,
as some
and I got
people,
ripped,
but I also didn't love it. Like I do believe like a lot of effort goes into it. It just didn't seem that interesting to me. But then again, I like hockey, so you're trying to get people who don't like hockey. Like I understand it.
Right.
But I wasn't as angry as some others who will go unnamed that you probably know about. With that said, no, I disagree with Bruce, who I like a lot. Do not.
Oh, you're just worried about the mush, because you know.
I live in mush.
Yeah, you know all about the curse.
So anyway, I disagree with that social media take.